Hey, I'm trying to see something here. Hey, I can't turn on my camera. I'm trying to turn on my camera. Okay, share, enable flash. Okay, 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 here. Oh, okay, I like that. Shalom family. Um, okay, I'm gonna go live with this. Um, give me a minute. May the peace of y'all come upon each and every one of you. At this time, I'm doing this video to show you that the 40 years prophecy that the brothers and sisters claiming is not of the word of Yah, brothers and sisters. It's contrary to the word of Yah. So I'm gonna give you some scriptures at this time to point the things out to you. To give you the reference to Genesis 15, 13 to show you, brothers and sisters, that the word of Yah already been fulfilled. So first, I'm gonna go back and read the prophecy, brothers and sisters, to brief you with this. At this time, Genesis 15. Bear with me, brothers and sisters. So I'm gonna do this lesson here to help some brothers and sisters to get out that deception and line against the word of Yah, brothers and sisters, that the brothers and sisters trying to bring forth that is not true, according to the word of Yah. What took place in Genesis 15:13 already been fulfilled. So we're gonna verify some things. Give me a moment. I'm gonna get there. I should not to bring this, but I have to because we have many liars and many people refuse to pay attention to the every words of Yah. So give me a moment. We're gonna take a look at this here. We're dealing with right here, Genesis here, right here, chapter 15. So if you go out there and read this, you might well start off with verse 1. It's very important, and we're leading to the conversation y'all was having with Abraham. So it's very important to have this knowledge, brothers and sisters. So we're gonna verify some things. So let's read the words of Yah right here. In Genesis 15, it's dealing with the 400-year prophecy I'm talking about, brother and sister, to show you that the 400-year prophecy already been fulfilled. And many brothers and sisters misleading people looking towards 2019 as in reference to Genesis 15:13. It had nothing to do with it, brothers and sisters. 1619 to 2019, that ain't nothing but a number some brothers and sisters came up with based on the Caucasian teachings of Jamestown, Virginia, of 19 and 20 slaves came there first, brother, in America. But that's further from the truth. Who teach these things? Who taught our people these things in America? The people from England, the Jews. I mean, not the Jews, the Caucasian, the white man. But you got to remember, we was enslaved by the Dutch, the French, the Portuguese, brothers and sisters, the Spaniards, and more of the Caucasians, brothers, from here to there. We was taken to the islands, taken to South America, North America as well. So bear that in mind. So let's read this. I'm gonna read it right here. So to get you caught up and get this knowledge that our nation needs is so important right here. Shh. I'm doing a video, baby. That's my daughter in the background talking. So right here, I'm reading this information from the Living Bible paraphrase translation at this time. So I might read a little different from your translation. So let me get into it and read it. So it's very important. So we're going to go over this prophecy and what led Yah and Abraham talking about Genesis 15:13. So right here, say, afterwards, they got Jehovah, but I'm gonna bypass that and use Yah. Spoke to Abraham in a vision, and this is what he told him: "Don't be fearful, Abram, for I will defend you, and I will give you a great blessing." See, Barak read there. For Abraham replied, "O Yah, Barak, I'm the Creator. What good are all your blessings when I have no son?" You see what's leading into this? Yah was stating he gonna give a great blessing. Abraham ain't even know what y'all was talking about, but immediately Abraham was thinking he have nobody to inherit the thing that y'all was gonna give him. So it's y'all alluding to the land, but we're gonna get there. For without a son, some other member of my household will inherit all my wealth. Then y'all told him, no, no one else will be your heir, for you will have a son to inherit everything you own. Then Bara, that's the creator, bought him. I don't use the word God, but it said, then the creator brought Abram outside beneath the nighttime sky and told him, look up into the heavens and count the stars if you can. Your descendants will be like that, too many to count. And Abram believed Barak, and then Barak considered him righteous on account of his faith. See, so that's very important. See how he believed in Yah, and it was counted to him as his faith. And he told him, I am Yah who brought you out of the city of Ur of the Chaldean to give you this land forever. You see that? See, so right there, Yah was point to him the whole, right there from the beginning in verse 7 about the land that y'all was telling him, I brought you out to give you this land. And give it to your offspring as well. So this whole chapter leading to the 13th verse to the 16th verse is talking about the land, the promised land that y'all promised to give to offspring of Abraham. So keep that in mind. You don't just start at verse 13. Read all the information in the conversation. It's very important. So because this is a promise Yah is stating to him. And Abraham believed Yah. So let's continue to read where I left off at. I'm trying to get my focus in. My phone can just stay locked in. Okay, right here. So Abraham replied, okay, let me go back up and say, to give you this land forever. But Abraham replied, oh Yah, Bara, they got Jehovah, but it's the Bara, the creator. How can I be sure that you would give it to me? See, the whole conversation is Yah leading to verse 13 about this land that Yah promised to give Abraham. And at that time, Abraham didn't have no children. Yah told him to take 3-year-old heifer and a 3-year-old female goat and a 3-year-old ram. I'm trying to get my focus to come in. And a turtle dove and a young pigeon, and to slay them and to cut them apart down the middle and to separate the halves but not divide the birds. And when the vultures came down upon the carcass, Abraham shooed them away. I'm trying to get my focus to come in, fam. It said, and I'm reading through the monitor like you, so I can barely see it. It said that evening, as the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abraham, and a vision of terrible forebody and darkness. I'm trying to get the thing to focus in. Darkness and horror And then Yah told Abraham, your descendants will be oppressed as slaves in a foreign land for 400 years. You get that, family? But I will punish the nation that enslaved them. And at the end, they will come away with great wealth. But you will die in peace at a right age. And afterward, 4 generations, they will return here to this land, for the wickedness of the Amorite nation living here now will not be ready to be punished until then. You see the sign Yah was giving him and concerning his children when they're going to return back to the land during the time period that the Amorites was going to be judged. And so when you go to the book of, they call Joseph, Yahshua, but they say Joshua. Here, this whole book is dealing with that time period, brothers and sisters, of the return of the children of Abraham back to that land, brothers and sisters. This whole book is about the inheritance of Abraham's children. It came from Yishak to Yaakov to his 12 sons. And so when you get in here and read this information, and I'm going to go through some other scriptures as well, you will see the whole layout and how this fulfilled that time period. And so and I'm going to bypass some things, but if you go to verse 10 and just read it all concerning the time period when y'all put the judgment on the Amorites, brothers and sisters. So let's read a little bit right here to confirm this right here. This is very important right here to have this knowledge, and when you get in there, you will see this for yourself as well, brothers and sisters. That's very important. See right here. It says, so these 5 Amorite kings combined their armies for a united attack at Gibeon. See that? So we got in the middle of Gibeon, hurriedly sent messengers to Yahshua at Gilgal. And it said, come and help your servants. They demanded, come quickly and save us, for all the kings of the Amorites who live in the hills are here with their armies. So Yahshua, they got Joshua, and they got Israelis, but the Israelites' army left Gilgal and went to rescue Gibeon, but do not be afraid of them. So right here, see right here, and say, give me a moment. Let me get my place right here. Don't be afraid of them. Yah said to Yahshua, for they are already defeated. I have given them to you to destroy. Not a single one of them will be able to stand up to you. You see that? So this was a time period when y'all was judging the Amorites, brothers and sisters, when our people was returning back into the land to recapture the land and get their inheritance for the first time. That's Abraham's children. See, the 12 tribes are the chosen of Yah, and that Yah gave the promise to Yaakov that his children was going to inherit the promised land, from Yishak to Yaakov to his 12 sons, with all of their children was going to inherit the land, the promised land. So, brothers and sisters, so we're going to see more info knowledge how there was a time period at the end of the 400 years that our people returned back to the land and recaptured the land, brothers and sisters. So we're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 9 at this time. Deuteronomy chapter 9, brothers and sisters, we're going to see more information there that is very important to show the fulfillment of the 400-year prophecy back then, over 3,500 years ago. So that already took place. That already been fulfilled. So we're going to go to chapter 9 of Deuteronomy, brothers and sisters, at this time. And give me a moment, and I'm going to go to start off with verse 27 right here. Let's see right here, say, do not notice the rebellion and stubbornness of these people, but remember instead your promise to your servant Abraham, Yishak, and Yaakov. Oh, please overlook the awful wickedness and the transgression that got sins of these people. For if you destroy them, the Egyptians will say, it is because Yah wasn't able to bring them to the land he promised them, see? Or he would destroy them because he hated them. He brought them into the wilderness to slay them. And they are your people and your inheritance, which you brought from Egypt by your great power and your mighty arm. So keep that in mind right here. See, right here, they were returning from Egypt, or they were leaving Egypt to return back to that land that y'all promised them. See, bring them to the land he promised. So it was that group of people during that time period. There was y'all was leading them back home, brothers and sisters. As I'm gonna go to Psalm chapter 105, verse 45. At this time to show you more information. So that points out right there also that they was returning to the land of promise that y'all promised Abraham, Yishak, and Yaakov, to give them that bountiful rock blessings, brother. So that's very important to get that knowledge. It's here a little and there a little. You can find this information right here. I'm gonna go right here and read chapter 105 of Psalms right here, brothers and sisters, and start with verse 41. See right here? It's saying he opened up the rock and water gushed out to form a river through the dry and barren land. For he remembered his sacred promise to Abraham, see, his servant. So he brought his chosen ones singing into the promised land. You see that? He gave them the land of the Gentiles, complete with their growing crops. And they ate what others planted. And this was done to make them faithful in obedience to his laws. Hallelujah. So see, that show you right there, that was the fulfillment when they returned when they left Egypt to return to the promised land. Brothers and sisters, with the 12 tribes, and y'all gave them possession of that land, even though they had to fight for it and they had to take it. But that was the fulfilling of Genesis chapter 15. Where they see, the scripture verify these things. Other brothers and sisters have the lack of knowledge, so they just make up things, brothers and sisters. So it's so important to get the knowledge of Yah. It's so important to read and study and meditate on the words of Yah, so you will not be blind, brothers and sisters. So it's required for you to do your homework. And so it's so important that you do these things, family, and come to the light of Yah. You know, I'm doing this video to show y'all people and give you some scriptures to verify that Genesis chapter 15 was already fulfilled, brothers and sisters, by our ancestors who went back into that land, our brothers and sisters, and captured that land for the first time. And that's why we must return to that land from out this long exile of captivity, enslavement, brothers and sisters. We must make our second return back to that land as a whole nation once and for all, and recapture that land, like y'all said. So, brothers and sisters, so do your homework. That's all I'm saying at this video. I didn't want to make this video too long. I said more than enough with that. I say to the y'all. Now I got to figure out how to end this video off. So shalom. Okay, let's see. That's one thing. I'm trying to figure out how to end this video. Okay, let's see something. I'm still trying to figure out how to end this video off. How can I end this thing off right here? I'm not great at ending this video. I'm trying to end this video, family. And so I was showing our people, brothers, so that Genesis 15:13 already been fulfilled. When our people went back into the land after they left Egypt, Mizraim, and captured that land, the 12 tribes, brothers and sisters, in the book of Joshua proved the facts as well with other scriptures. Psalms 105, verse 41, 43 prove these things as well, brothers and sisters, that you can go there and study these things out for yourself to get the knowledge of Yah, to verify these things as well. Deuteronomy chapter 9, verify these things as well. Verse 27 and 29 point the things out that these things already been fulfilled. People, I'm trying to end this video. I can't find the end button on my phone to end this video. Here I goes again. I'm trying to get out of this. Okay. Are you sure you want to stop? Yeah. I'm trying.